The American Red Cross touches people's lives in some of their darkest hours. Susan Gartland is a volunteer for the Red Cross and has felt their presence in times of her own tragedies. More than 50 years ago, when her small town was ravaged by disaster, Susan saw the power of the Red Cross.
In 1964, my family lived in Seward, Alaska. And March 27th, we had the Good Friday earthquake that totally devastated the town. I think about a quarter of the town was wiped out. The Red Cross followed shortly after, and they had set up a shelter in Seward High School. Everyone that could and would was assigned a task, and my responsibility and duty was to serve coffee alongside Red Cross workers. That was my first introduction to the Red Cross. These were people who were volunteering to come into a place that was terrifying and serve our community.
In California, raising her young family, Susan would again feel the comfort of the Red Cross.
We were living in a wonderful, rustic community. We were sitting down for coffee, and I heard odd crackling noises. I went into the living room, and the front of our house was totally in flames. I was 6 months pregnant. I was hysterical and panicked. The fire department had arrived, and they were just letting the house burn. It was a century-old redwood house. We watched the walls collapse, and I thought of the things inside. When the Red Cross approached us, they were just so calm. They were so patient. They gave us a voucher for food, for clothes. They began us thinking about what we needed to do. Up until that point, we'd just been in shock. It was truly the beginning of our recovery.
And in her family's darkest time, Susan would see the American Red Cross make a miracle happen.
My husband was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2001. Had about a year of radiation and chemotherapy.
When her husband, Bob, passed away, the Red Cross went into action to ensure Susan's family would be together.
We all were just devastated. My daughter, Tara, had right out of high school joined the Air Force. Tara went to her commanding officer, who told her he had no authority to release her, that it was only through Red Cross services that she might be able to be released.
The Services to Armed Forces Division of the Red Cross arranged for Susan's daughter to return home to say goodbye to her father.
And Tara called and said, "Mom, I'm on the way home." We found a place on the Oregon coast. We just took bouquets of flowers, threw petals into the ocean. I am so impressed with the Red Cross. I am so impressed with how they are ready to respond to any type of disaster in a moment's notice. My personal experience with them, the people that I currently work with now as a Red Cross volunteer, they are the most dedicated, compassionate, helpful people I have ever had the privilege to be surrounded by.
Imagine a world without the Red Cross. Imagine no one there in the middle of the night after a fire has taken away everything. No one there after a flood or earthquake or wildfire. Imagine no one there to provide strength when all hope is lost. You create the power of the Red Cross. Your donations help supply the blood, give the training, comfort the sorrow, and provide light in the darkest of times.
In my life's most difficult crisis, Red Cross has been there. It amazed me that complete strangers would put their time and energy and set aside personal conveniences to be there. I've heard empathy in their voice and concern that I made it through. They helped turn hopelessness into a plan, despair into faith that we would recover.